What's tea?
I don't know, friend.
Well, we gonna get into it. I'm Alicia.
And I'm Max.
And this is the I Don't Know Friend podcast. Like usual, we're gonna go ahead and get things started with some hot topics. So let's get into some mess. I guess first thing we can talk about is the body of Stephen Smith being exhumed. Now, if y'all remember a few episodes back, we talked about the Murdoch murders and like the documentary, and how there had been an older son who was suspected to be involved in the murder of this one boy, Stephen A. Smith. I keep saying Stephen A. Smith. Stephen Smith. And so now they have enough evidence to go ahead and exhume his body, meaning dig it up and do another autopsy to actually report it. Because at first they were not investigating it like a homicide. They were like all of the high up people who were basically in the Murdoch's back pocket forced that it had to have been a hit and run, even though the people that weren't in the back pocket were like, nah, this don't look like no hit and run. But either way, it did not get investigated like a homicide. So now they're exhuming the body. I'm assuming they're starting to investigate it like a homicide. So shout out to his family, because hopefully they can get some real answers. And if Buster did actually kill that boy, he can go ahead and sit in jail with his pappy.
Period.
That's really it. Anything else to say, friend?
No, I agree with everything you said. He need to be in there with his daddy.
Exactly. Now, I guess we'll go ahead and talk about Angel Reese and LSU winning their, what is it? The NCAA, what is it? I'm not a basketball girl. Championship. They won. They're the winners. Okay? Yeah. Either way. So, old girl.
The NCAA Women's Championship.
That's what it is. So, when they won, Angel Reese, black girl, did the "You Can't See Me" Tony Yayo, John Cena, hand in the face shit. And then she also pointed to her ring finger at this other big, is she the captain of the other team? I don't know. The captain of the other team that they lost against, showing, that they won, popping her shit as athletes do. Mind you, the other captain, which is a white girl, because they were playing against Iowa, of course. Her name was Caitlin something. Just 2 days prior, did the exact same thing to another girl on the team they were playing. But of course, all the white people up in arms and saying how it's unsportsmanlike and Angel's a disgrace and but because she basically turned it back on Caitlin. Caitlin ended up doing interviews and basically was like, yeah, that's just part of the game. I respect it. It is what it is. But this was only after all the Twitter hate and backlash she was getting. And then was Jill Biden at the game? Or was that after the fact?
She was.
Okay, Jill Biden.
She was at the game.
Yeah, she was at the game, and I guess had some press conference afterward, said that she was going to tell her husband, Joe, to invite both teams to the White House in the name of sportsmanship, right? It's the sportsman-like thing to do. And so that's pretty much it with that. What you think, friend?
I feel like it was definitely a double standard because, it was a racist thing because literally, like you said, she did it to another team that they beat, and Angel was just doing it back to her. Now we beat y'all. I didn't see nothing wrong with it at all, what Angel did. I ain't see nothing wrong when Caitlyn did it. So I was just confused on why they tried to make it this big thing, what Angel doing it. And Jill, have a seat, boo. At the end of the day, they did come back out and basically said that the winners, the champions, will be at the White House. And LSU did say that they'll be there. Angel Reese even, spoke back out and said, if it's a team thing and basically if my team agreed to go, then they're going to go. I feel like LSU people, they was gonna go regardless without Angel Reese if she did not want to go. But I mean, it's just what I don't even know why Jill even thought that was a good thing to bring up. I'm gonna bring Iowa as well because that was just such a good game and they played hard. A lot of teams play hard. It's the championship. What do you expect?
Right.
But there's a winner and a loser. So yeah. Child, that's all I gotta say about that.
When I was talking to my mama about it, and I was just like, so I guess old girl showed her true colors, because it's like, damn, let's bring these white
Right.
girls along. My mama was like, well, to be honest, she's not surprised, because, back in the day, Joe was saying and doing a lot of racist stuff when, he's been in politics for like 50,000 years. So back in the
And
day,
Angel Reese. Uh-huh.
yeah, so she wouldn't be surprised if it was on like a race tip. But what were you saying?
Angel Reese, she was on the I Am Athlete podcast, and she basically was like how Jill Biden didn't go in the locker room, to them or nothing like that. But then they were saying, I've seen some things on Twitter. Twitter just be showing you new things, child. But the coach of LSU, she's not a very light woman in this world, and also she's a Trump supporter.
Mm.
But I was watching Undisputed, and Shannon Sharp, he before I seen it on Twitter, he mentioned it. He was like, he was like, just a couple of months ago, people weren't even liking her, but because she's the coach of this team that they want to, they want this team to win and things like that. He was like, go LSU. Like I don't really too much, care for her because I think she said some things about Brittany Griner and things like that
Oh
that
yeah,
people
yeah,
didn't
I
care.
remember. She basically
Yeah,
said she
so
wasn't gonna speak on her.
she got her own little things, tucked deep down and stuff. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Jill not
more of
coming
the
into the locker
story.
room. They didn't want her to.
Mhm.
I watched that interview, or at least clips from it.
Yeah.
They didn't want her to because I guess she had like didn't expect them or didn't pick them in their
Oh,
brackets or
right,
whatever.
right, right. She didn't even put them on the list.
So
Right.
then when she showed up trying to support, they was like, nah, we're good. And so yeah, either way, it's just messy and it let them girls. I don't think they're gonna go to the White House. To be honest with you, Angel said that the team had decided not to, so I doubt they will. But
When she said they did, she said they decided they're gonna go.
she said that was a team decision. Well, I don't know. Whatever. If they go or not,
The LSU spoke out as well and said they
I
would
know.
be
Yeah,
there.
LSU did after the fact, but at first Angel was saying they had decided not to, but then LSU made that statement, so she was like, yeah, if they're gonna go,
Yeah.
then we'll go. But either way,
They ain't gonna want to be there. More of the story,
that
they'll just be glad
Michelle
that
needs to
they
just
made it. So
bring them to
you
their
know,
house and call it a day.
right.
Yeah. So next we could talk about, I guess, your girl Suki Hana. She made a tweet. Was it a tweet? Yeah. Made a tweet saying they said that the girl Lil Mama that sang Lip Gloss song was in the comments speaking on me. If I was y'all, I would tell her to leave me the fuck alone. Is what Suki tweeted. I have not seen any comments about Lil Mama, like of what Lil Mama said. But
And neither did I.
what you think about that?
I feel like, and yeah, she was definitely playing when she said your girl Suki, because I feel like Suki at this point, and Lil Mama did back out, and tagged her as Lil Mama is gonna speak her mind, and she was just saying like, I don't recall saying anything about you. Like, do you have these sweet? Like, where did you see that? Like, Lil Mama seemed like she was genuinely like wanting to know, and I feel like because everybody like tries to pick on Lil Mama, Suki thought she was an easy target, and I feel like it kind of backfired on her because people in the comments was not on Suki's side from what I was seeing. They was just like, she's doing too much. Like, I don't. If no blog page posted what Lil Mama said, where's this information that you're getting? where?
Mm-hmm.
Because hundred and thousands of people was talking about you on the floor like you're a dog, letting NLE Chopper walk you like a dog. Everybody was talking about that. I didn't see La Mama say nothing, so I just feel like Suki just gives me very trashy, slutty. Like she's starting to get on my nerves. Like some of the things, she may do. I may a kiki, but lately I just haven't really been feeling her, and she's doing too much.
I feel you. Yeah, I agree. If she did say something, somebody would have brought it up by now. So,
Right.
um, what are we gonna talk about now? I guess we'll go ahead and talk about your girl India being, but either back with Dirk or back around him. Either way, they together, like physically next to each other. He had posted, he was on live, I guess, and he started sucking on her fingers or some shit. But people gonna do their little investigating, so they screenshotted it. You can see the wrist tattoo on her hand and the rings that she be wearing, so everybody knows it's her. So what you think?
I feel like India, if you was gonna go back, you could have did it a little longer. I guess that's all she had in her to do. But girl, he embarrassed you. I don't care. Money is money, and it will come and go. At this point, like you said, your bank account cut. Well, when she was arguing with somebody, which India do have pretty clapbacks. Love her pretty clapbacks because she was like, my money alone is not even touching yours. But my thing is that like he is embarrassing. He literally told you, "Welcome to death row, bitch." What?
Mm-hmm.
And you're back?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like baffled on what women put up with in society just because at this point, is it just love? Like, do you love him? Is it that much love? Is it that much history where you could just overlook him disrespecting you? Or am I tripping? Is that not disrespect, friend?
I think so.
So I'm just not getting it. I'm not
Especially
with the
taking it to
hype.
the
I'm not
internet.
with the what you say?
I said, especially taking it to the internet. I don't like my internet ass nigga
Exactly.
anyway, but to be embarrassing me, it's one thing to embarrass me in our friend group. It's another thing to embarrass me in front of the world. I'm sorry.
Literally,
I'm sorry.
like what you got to say about it, friend? Because I mean, I didn't expect nothing less, but I did when I knew she was gonna go. I'm not gonna lie. When she left, I wasn't thinking like, oh, if that don't be on my mind, like if she'll go back to him. That wasn't on my mind. But I'm like, okay, she been doing good for a little minute, by herself. However, I knew she was gonna go back when she said that's I don't just because that's my baby daddy don't mean I don't play by him. I still like when she was getting some straightening over him, I said, oh yep, she's going back. She's going back. That's all I needed to see for
Right.
and child, she probably been talking to him on the scenes because word on the curb is she the one made him get off live when she realized he was on live. So she don't even want people to think that she's not with him. Girl, you messing with him. And now we seen. So you can't be all that I hate home. I hate home, nigga. No, you love home, India. You love it.
Mm-hmm.
What you gotta say?
I pretty much agree. I was holding out hope that she was gonna stand up, but I wasn't surprised. I mean, I feel like
Right.
certain type of people, certain type of women are gonna put up with a lot, especially when money and fame is involved. And I'm not in that place. I don't think I've ever really been in that place. Like, if you talking cash shit, but you throwing a couple dollars in my face, so am I a hoe? Are you a pimp? I don't understand. Like,
Right.
that's what
Right.
it's given. And I used to say that. I remember, like, when Cardi and Offset were quote unquote going divorce, quote unquote. I said because I don't think she was ever serious, but from all his cheating and stuff like that, all he had to do was pop up with some roses and a car, and she's back sucking his face on the red carpet. And I'm just like, If that's all, like, y'all are being bought. Like, I don't, I don't understand. But do you?
Like Jay-Z said in one of his songs about getting Beyonce back, he basically said, y'all can make up with a bag. I had to change the weather. Like
Right.
I had to change my entire aura,
Exactly.
I can't throw her a bag and she's gonna take me back.
Exactly. As it should be. Like, if we're being honest,
Exactly.
y'all are wild. Anyway. I mean, I'm gonna keep the gifts, but
Period. But I'm
because
not keeping
you
you.
should have known better than think that was gonna win me back. But it's mine now. Take me to court. But other than that, nah. But that's really it with that situation, I guess. Now let's go ahead and talk about Ricky Smiley versus Reginae and Armand. Whatever. What is the last name? Warren? Armand Warren.
Warren.
Okay. So basically, Armand went to the internet, of course, added Ricky Smiley and was like, "Love the show, brother. Can y'all not put out the narrative on me that I hit or abused my girlfriend? It was brought to my attention on live radio. You all implying I'm abusing my girl on the radio, though, all caps. It is completely false. The fact that it's a radio station is crazy." And then he goes on to say, "Abuse isn't something you just casually throw around on a young black man named 100. Then he says, "To bash me on a country-wide radio station with false information is crazy. That is defamation of character, 100% weird-ass nigga man." Then Reginae comes out and says, "I'm so drained with the internet, to be honest. I've grown up in the industry and watched it messed up many friendships and relationships over lies and bullshit. Two young people in love getting to their money, minding their business, ruffle too many old motherfuckers' feathers." Then she says, "Seek help, damn. One thing I don't play about is defaming someone's character, especially people who I love." So that was what they had to say. Now, following that, the clips actually dropped showing exactly what they had said on the radio. So I'm gonna play it for y'all real quick just so we could hear.
We got the one and only done from our segment called Fix It Jesus. All right, Twan, what's going on with the rapper Lil Wayne's daughter?
Ricky, good morning. Reginae Carter, she recently revealed that she injured herself on the set of an upcoming movie. It appears that she may have twisted or sprained her wrist. Online users are accusing her boyfriend, Armand Warren, of wrongdoing. Reginae said, y'all need to get somebody else to do it. Take a listen to this.
Not y'all still asking what happened to my hand. I was on set of my movie, Spin, and I fell the wrong way, and that's what happened, and I sprained it. But let me tell you something. One thing I don't play about is abuse. My man don't ever put his hands on me. So don't you ever make that wild statement up, because one thing about it, these hands might be a little injured, but they work.
For the tea party, we got the...
For you. Don't play with me.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, set the record straight. Somebody sitting up there just making accusations.
Yeah, I'm like, people can't,
a boyfriend. That's crazy.
People can't just hurt themselves anymore these days. It's crazy.
Right. Ricky, have you ever seen Reginae Carter acting? She's actually really good.
No, I have
good
never
actress.
seen it.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She does.
And what's the show again?
She's filming for a movie. Do you know the name of the movie?
Yep, she hasn't released the name of the movie yet.
Yeah, she has little clips on her social media, though. She's pretty good. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just saying, I'm excited for her.
Yeah, check her out. She's real mature. I love her vibe.
So that's the clip. But basically, do you hear anywhere where he said that she was abused?
Nowhere at all.
Because to me, it was just them talking about the rumors, but it sounded like Ricky wasn't he didn't say nothing. They just said what the rumor was. And so I'm taking it to me. The way I took it and I'm hoping he meant it was that Armand is the he I'm referring to, is that he didn't like the fact that they brought it up at all, and not necessarily. He wasn't necessarily saying that Ricky specifically said anything. He just didn't like the fact that they were kind of like not spreading the narrative, but spreading the rumor, but speaking on it, and that's why he was upset. I'm assuming that's what I would like to believe. That's what he meant. Not that he was trying to say straight up that Ricky just said, like, yeah, he does that. Because he didn't say that. But, what you got to say, friend?
Yeah, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. But he added him. So, I mean, hey, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt if he thought that, even though maybe they heard it beforehand. Maybe they heard it before it aired, I'm assuming, because it took a little minute before when they first announced it. It was no video, and then all of a sudden here this video come.
He said he heard it on the radio live, so I'm assuming that's what, like, he heard it on the radio and then decided to like speak on it before the clips even came out. But that's what that happened with that.
And then, so Reginae did apologize today. So she basically said, I apologize for yesterday. I spoke on something I didn't know much about. And then I brought up age where it wasn't even needed. I'm in a place where I don't want unnecessary drama and I don't want to offend anyone. Have a great Saturday. I had no issue, and mind you, when she was trying to clear it up before the apology, she was trying to basically say it was like some blogger on Twitter or something like that she was kind of referring to. I don't have any. The apology was fine. It could have went without. I'm in a place where I don't need unnecessary drama because, I mean, you just started this unnecessary drama. So I'm kind of confused there. I feel like if she would have left that part out, I would have been good with that statement. Yeah, I just felt like maybe they weren't hearing or listening to what he was actually saying, because I literally heard nothing negative come out his mouth. But like you said, it could be the fact that it was even brought up, period. And one thing, shout out to Ricky Smiley for having the morning show and never know what's going on the morning show. Shout out to Ricky Smiley. Because that is the second time I didn't watch Ricky Smiley show and he don't be knowing nothing about the topics. So shout out to Ricky Smiley. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. Reginae, I mean, she's been on my good side since her and Armand has been together. She's been less bratty from what I'm seeing, but the whole unnecessary drama, it's like her old self is peeking back in. I feel like it really never left. She just don't do it as much, but it's showing. That unnecessary drama just triggered me back to old Reginae that I didn't care for. So yeah.
Okay, next.
Me and my wife's situation is a little different.
The Marcus Houston situation. I think he did an interview, was it? Talking about his child bride. Go ahead and explain what happened with that, friend.
Yes, so basically, not his child bride. So basically,
but okay.
Basically, he did an interview, admitting, you know, how he met his wife when she was 17. Marcus Houston is 41 right now, so you do the math. He met her when she was 17 and married her at 19. And he feels like this is such a it works for him because she compliments him. She's just like him, and they just have so much in common, and they even have a child together, y'all. They even have a child together. Now, don't Robin Thicke have a child with like a 21-year-old, or is she 19?
I don't know.
I don't know, child. They all be doing it, but it's never okay. It's like, why don't we really talk about what's really going on? They more so worried about Cher going with Amber Rose baby daddy. I mean, that's nasty too. I don't see the
appeal, but
hype
at
in
least they're
that.
both
It's
grown.
nasty, right? It's nasty either way. But how does that have more like talk around it than these old nasty men going out with these little behind girls? I'm
It's
older
more
than
than that.
her.
It's deeper than this, by the way. He did not meet her when she was 17. He met her when she was like 14, 15. People literally did all the research. Y'all need to look it up. It's crazy.
Oh, right, because then she ran away, and then when she was found, she was with
With
him.
him when she ran away as a teenager, like 15, from like her foster home or something. But she literally has like credits on IMDb for the same projects, some of the same projects and movies that he worked on when she was a teenager back in 2014, 15. So now you're trying to say y'all didn't meet until she was the legal age of consent in some states, 17? Oh, okay, how convenient. Stop fucking lying. Say you like little ass girls and move on. Not to mention that you're quote unquote, I don't even know what to call him. What's his name? Christopher Stokes?
Yeah.
Buddy, homeboy, whatever you want to call him, was her legal guardian at one point. And so he's the one that is even signing off on this relationship, conveniently enough. And he's also been accused of touching on little people, little children.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all all nasty and y'all trying to cover it up in the name of religion. It's weird. It's gross. My big age wouldn't be fucking with no 41-year-old. Like, stop playing with me. Y'all need to be slapped.
Right, and I'm only 25, and I'm thinking of a 41-year-old like, no, that's too old for me, and
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
over 21. She's 19 with a whole 41-year-old. Like, what?
Listen, it's gross. He's
If
nasty.
you need help, just blink once or twice,
Girl,
okay?
she don't know she need help. She's brainwashed. That's why it's...
Yes, where's her family?
That's my whole point. She was like adopted or in foster care or something like that. They wasn't really looking out for her, whoever it was. And that's how she was able to kind of get to these situations. Anytime they're in these situations, that's what it be. Anytime they're in the... Yeah, so it's just like... Yeah.
Whoa. That is something very nasty and disgusting. But yeah, moving right along. Friend, do we have any more hot topics that we have time for today?
Let's just squeeze this last one in. We don't even... Man, we're gonna go over. I'm sorry, because there's some more stuff I want to talk about real quick. Real quick, I want to talk about the baby mom, his first baby mom, Mimi.
You can just put your input. I'm not gonna say nothing this one.
All right. She did an interview with Tasha K, and she's basically defending the baby and talking about how anything that happened between the baby and Danny, she instigated. Danny initiated. And I'm just trying to find out, Mimi, how much did he give you for this interview? $50K? $30K? Let me know. Because that's ridiculous for you to even say some shit like that. Like, I've been Team Mimi for, like, the whole little beef shit. But now, I'm going to have to fall back on that one. Because I don't even roll like that. As much as you want to say she initiated it, but, we wouldn't have seen it. He took it to the internet. And I hate an internet-ass nigga. He sat there, went on live, talking shit about this girl when she's right there in the next room. He put her out with his 4 or 5 month old baby while all of us are watching. But Danny initiated it. Stop it. That nigga is a weird ass, little man syndrome having narcissist ass nigga. And I'm gonna need you to stand the fuck up, baby. That's insane. That's insane. Me and Max was just talking about this. Anytime a girl, like 2 girls beefing in the name of a nigga, the nigga wants it. The nigga likes it. The nigga's letting it happen. It's fueling his ego, and he's just eating it up. Because ain't no reason for it. And if you couldn't open your eyes wide enough and you don't got nobody in your corner to really speak to you the way you need to be spoken to and let you know that this nigga ain't no good and that this nigga's been playing with you for years on end, you got a problem. And we're going back to the whole, in the name of money, I'ma stick beside him. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I've literally been in a situation not like that, but a girl trying to beef over me about a nigga. What are we beefing for? He's our nigga. He's playing both sides, babes. It is so, like, ridiculous. Yeah, he's playing both sides, and it's just like, I'm not finna sit here and condone that shit. And for you to condone it is really weird, and do a whole interview. He ain't even really spoke on the situation. Why are you his mouthpiece? Do better, Black Queen. That's really all I gotta say about that, though, because that shit pissed me off when I saw it this morning. And then, no, for real. Lastly, let's just talk about a little bit left of the so we're gonna go ahead and real quick finish this up talking about what's her name, Latasha Scott's husband, Rocky. In the last episode of, what is it called, Queens of R&B, the SWA Escape show, it kind of was brought to the girls' attention in Escape that Rocky has been getting kickbacks on their shows. And it's pretty clear Tasha knew about it and was trying to pretend that she didn't. He pretty much convinced Tasha to get Candy to come back and start performing with them so that they could get certain bookings with certain producers, and he would get like $20K. At least from the one that they were reading out specifically, it was specifically $20K, but there was definitely more of them in other ones. So it's like he literally been plotting from the beginning. He's the reason that Tasha kind of made up with Candy to get her back into the performance, because in the like messages and stuff, it said it has to be all 4 girls and stuff like that. And so it's really just crazy, these schemes he's coming up with. We kind of touched on it before, but I don't know if we really got into it, talking about the other schemes he's come up with lately. But there was another one where he essentially tried to drop a fake story to Tasha K, who is a YouTuber, blogger, whatever you want to call her. She did, she had the case against Cardi B and stuff.
Right.
And so he basically tried to drop a fake story to her as if to say that he had another side chick, because, there was the main one that she already interviewed with. So somebody reached out to him, a woman allegedly reached out to her, saying that they had been talking through DMs for 2 years, and basically the girl's alleging that she kind of like blackmailed him into signing her lease for her apartment for her and giving her like the down payment and stuff like that, so like a stack, and signing the lease. And so she sent some alleged receipts to Tasha K. It wasn't even a full lease agreement. It was just like the first like half of one page. With the a signature on it.
Literally, that was it. Just a signature.
And if you realized when it was dropped, it was literally right after Tamika Scott had dropped her receipts with the signatures on it. So he's literally planting fake stories to put doubt into our minds about if that signature from that Tamika had was real. Because the signature, obviously, on the quote-unquote lease agreement does not look like it at all. He signed it. It was signed like Ed Bivens or something like that. Like, it was very odd the way it was signed. Or Edward, something like that. It was just like a completely different name almost. And the signature was completely different. So he's literally like dropping little schemes out here He had the whole extorting situation with them, and now most recently we're figuring out that he's been plotting and essentially running the group with his wife as the mouthpiece. So how you feel about it?
Girl, as Mama Joyce said, it's a scheme that Rocky set up because the length that he's going to, like you said, put doubt in our minds as if we don't have a brain and can put two and two together. And for Tasha to be all wrapped up in this is just ridiculous. Like, he literally is her brain. Like, he's running the show. So he's literally her downfall. I feel like she always had a way to her, but what Rocky is doing is on a whole other level. And then he's not even smart with it. It's very hilarious to me.
I'm gonna need you to get a PR team, baby. This ain't working.
Right.
And like Tasha can't lie, bro. Like, she makes the face she made when they called her out on it is the same face she made when Tamika called her out for the original 30,000. Like, what? Like, deer in headlights. She don't even know what to say. Like, she's just like, I don't know. And then in the middle of it, she ends up calling Rocky on some fucking Robin shit to be like, oh, look what they're saying. But I think she was calling him for real because A, to give him a heads up, like, A, they know, and B, for him to come up with a lie for her to say, because she don't know how to lie.
Exactly.
But yeah, Rocky and his schemes is really going to be.
So yeah, that's a whole mess. I wonder if the IRS or anybody is going to even look into that. As far as with them just around here just taking money.
It's crazy.
Right.
But that's it for Hot Topics this week. We went a little bit over, but I wanted to get those last things in. Let's go ahead and kick it to our next segment. So go ahead and let's talk about it. Specifically, go ahead and talk about it, my friend, because this was kind of your idea.
Okay, so the next topic is niggas taking care of their kids. And we only brought it up because of a story with this one guy. He was like, it was from TikTok. So this TikTok guy basically has like 7 kids and basically made a video saying how he doesn't take care of not nan one of them because he didn't ask for them. And he feels like because he told them to get an abortion and they chose not to, they're on their own, basically. So we basically wanted to talk about it. What should niggas take care of their kids if they're asking the girl to get an abortion? Like, should they be obligated? And my take on it is they should be obligated. Do they all do it? No. Now, if it's a situation, and it's a different thing. I don't see if the baby is on this earth at that point, what you thought or what you didn't want the kid or whatever the case may be, that should be out the window if you're a grown man. Like, I can understand, you making a mistake, or if you're purposely doing things to avoid getting this female pregnant. So I can see if you were always using condoms, doing things the right way, the girl get pregnant, now you don't want the baby, but she still keeps the baby. Yes, you're obligated. You had this baby with this girl. So regardless of the fact if you meant it or not, you should be obligated to take care of that child. That's just my take on it. Now, do I feel like women should trap men? No, I don't. Now, things like that, I don't agree. However, if it happens, if the baby touched this earth, you should be obligated take care of that child. And that's just how I see it, mothers or fathers. Like, if you have a kid in this world, that's your job. The child did not ask to be here. I can go on and on about these deadbeats not taking care of their kids, but what you got to say on it?
I agree with you. I feel like more often than not, y'all not using condoms. You nutted and nutted.
Right.
So regardless of you saying you ain't wanted or not, you should have thought about that before you made that decision. You wasn't thinking clearly beforehand, but now after the fact, now you want to try to dictate some shit. You had complete control of what you did. You made that decision. Don't try to backtrack it now. Like,
Right.
there's male birth control out here now, so now y'all don't got no excuse, baby. Y'all used to want to put it on us so damn bad. Now y'all can go ahead and take them hormones and gain that weight. Because it's not going to be me. Go ahead and have your hair fall out and get all them side effects that we've been having.
Hello.
Because
Go ahead and go through all that.
If you don't want the baby, go ahead and go through the court system and sign away your parental rights. Then they can't make you do it. But y'all don't be wanting to do that. So it's like you can't have it both ways. You cannot. And like with the dude with that TikTok, let's also backtrack the fact that he has 7 kids with 7 baby mamas. Thank you. Yes, he is black. He just followed up saying none of his baby moms are black because they would have aborted the baby. And blah, blah, blah. You ain't want the baby to begin with. So you wanted her to have the kid, but you don't want to do nothing for it? Like, nigga, you need to get, like, punched in the face a couple of times. Because you don't make no sense.
And the thing is, he feels like he's so right. And it's just like, you're so dumb.
Listen. And that's what I be trying to, like, niggas that be going so hard pressed against child support. There are niggas out here who don't pay a dime. There are niggas out here who pay $15 a month. So to act like it's just such a burden and it's just so, no, baby. Talk to your counterparts, because clearly they be getting away with it. Y'all just don't want any type of responsibility. You want to be able to do it when you want to do it and get credit for it, for doing the bare minimum. And that's
right. And then just because you're on child support don't mean that you still don't have to do things for the child.
Exactly. Your little $50 don't mean nothing, baby. That $50 got them through, like, nothing. Barely a pair of shoes in this climate. So stop.
Literally. Just put it in with my half.
Just stop. Like, for real. Y'all really just say you're broke. But at that point, you need to step your pussy up. Get a second job. Do something. Hustle. Shit. Y'all
or just say you want to spend more money on everything but your child. Just say that.
And
because half of them out here don't even be broke. They just broke when it comes to their kids.
They want to only have a little bit of income just to report it. Were you there that day? Oh, I can't say his name. Okay, our trainer from the job. Were you in there that day where he was like he wanted to have like 3 more kids? Because in Florida, I think after like 10 or 12, they pay your child support for you.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
There, girl, he said that like on the floor, and everybody. I'm like, don't nobody want to have your baby. Stop it. I don't know what you even trying to do. He had tried to like give me a ride one day. I was like, nah, you're good. Oh no, something's wrong with my car. And he was like, oh, I can go help you. I'm like, it's good. But yeah, niggas will literally.
We're just gonna paint the picture. He looks like what's his name off of Living Single?
He looks like a cornier version of Kyle from Living Single. a way cornier version. Of Kyle
very corny version.
But
just ignore it being Kyle.
Yes. A combination of the two. Combo of the two. And so he sitting here plotting and scheming. Let me just have a couple more kids so I don't gotta pay child support no more. That's not insane. Like, I know he was kind of joking, but like I feel like he was fake. Like, you know, jokes being to see the truth a little bit. I feel like he was low key serious.
Right.
Niggas is just be nigging, and I don't really know what to say besides that. I got caught once, got trapped one time, won't happen a second one. Y'all not gonna catch me slipping again. Cause that nigga.
And listen, I have a 7-year-old and I ain't been pregnant since.
That nigga don't never let me go. Let me tell you. And so, yeah, it's a no. Y'all be safe out there on both sides. Men, get on your birth
Literally.
control. Thank you. Talk to your doctor. Get that prescription. Take it every day on time. Okay, you gotta take it at the same time every day. 4:00 on the dot. Don't play. But yeah, take care of y'all kids. And girls, stop having babies when niggas say they don't want them because they're not gonna take care of them.
Period.
Because of child support or not, they're gonna find a way not to pay it, baby.
Right. So let's normalize that. If he ain't no good, honey, what? I mean, I can understand if you just a Krishan out here and just want some love from a baby.
Right.
But if it's not that, honey, don't have that baby thinking he gonna change when the baby get here. They let you know what type of time when they on.
They'll
so
act
right
surprised. For the first 2 months, then they're gonna get bored and they're gonna go out with the next girl. So just keep that in mind. All right. Thank you. Keep them legs closed, y'all. Our next topic. Oh, this is something else you came up with. Should women have a hoe phase? Go ahead, friend. Talk on it.
Wait.
Girl, talk on it.
Oh. Okay. So basically, our next one is, should women have a hoe phase? And my thought on that, and I'm speaking from personal experience, personal friends experience, I'll say that. I've noticed that with different females, and I don't want to put myself out there in that type of way, but y'all know we all friends on this podcast. So basically, I feel like a whole phase is definitely needed. I don't feel like you don't even have to call your whole phase a whole phase. Call it something cute. Just call it
dating. Call it being you. Come on now.
Say you're dating.
You're peaceful.
And you know you're
Come
just
on now.
your options are open right now, you know, because I've noticed, like, with this one, like, I have a friend, and you know, she has been with one guy like for her teenage to her early 20 lifehood, and that's all she knew. And if you're with the same person, now mind you, if it's working out for you, honey, good for you. But the person that you think is giving it to you just so good and all of that, honey, best believe it's 100 more that can do it even better. Some things you ain't never even seen before. Yeah. So I always have to tell people, you can't base if you've only been sexually active with one person, you cannot tell me that you know good peen, as Zoe would say. You can't tell me that you know good sex because you've only been with that one person. You always need somebody to compare it to. Now, I'm not saying just go out here, do it this and do it this and do it this one, but have your options open, honey, because best believe that's what these niggas out here is doing. They got options and they gonna compare this one to this one. And guess what? Females can do it too. Not saying that you have to have a whole body on you or whatever. And that's gonna be another topic. I got it. Ding, ding,
just
ding,
talk
Alicia.
about it right now. We already here.
Okay, well, you know, some people they commit to one person because they don't want a lot of bodies, and that's more so what, like, I feel like body shaming a female, like, as far as how many people you have slept with. When it's a guy, though, they can just sleep with this person and this person, but with a girl, you know the rule, round it up, ain't nothing but four. You know what they say.
That's what
but
I always say.
Why is that the thing? Why do you have to wait? What you say, Alicia?
I said I'ma always stay for it, and it restarts with the new year.
Period.
So come on now, I'm a virgin again. I don't know what you talking about.
Period. And my thing is, I don't even feel like that should be a topic in today's age, how many people you have slept with, because I'm gonna look at you crazy. Like, how many people you slept with?
I haven't had anybody ask me that in years. Like, I was very young. Not
me
young,
either.
but like
me either.
At the oldest. And I lied then too. So like, I mean,
it would literally.
What does it mean?
It would literally catch me off guard. Like, if somebody asked me that, I would literally probably just say, 20. Just lying. Just to lie like 20. Now what?
I would just block him. I wouldn't even.
You asked me. You wanted to know.
Like,
now
come
what?
on now. Y'all are weird.
Like, what are you gonna do with the information?
Exactly. How is that?
What does my
anything?
past? Right. What does my past? And first of all, I don't want to know who you're being with because I'm gonna be the best in my eyes.
I'm
Hello.
judging. Like,
so,
damn, I'm the prettiest girl you ever had.
The past.
I be telling you that all the time.
Last is. Child, all them girls that you had was a blast from the past that did not last. Okay,
come on, speak on it.
But what you got to say about what you got to say? Should women have a whole phase?
I love a whole phase. I think a whole phase is great. I encourage it. Pop that puss, honey. No, I mean, of course. You don't have to call it that, like you said, but date, do your thing, thizzle. These niggas out here playing games. I'ma play right with them. Y'all don't understand. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a P first. Keep that in mind. My specific hoe phase, like what looking back on it now, I would have called my hoe phase. That was a great time. I was outside. I was living life. I was young. My early 20s, I was really just doing my thing, riding around with the trap niggas, you know what I'm saying? This house and that house, eating Chinese food in the back of a fucking Mustang. Like, I was living my life, okay? I always recommend it. Like, of course, you need to do it within what's good for you. That's not something I'm gonna do now at my big age, but of course, now I also know very much what I like and don't like, and I will very much tell you, you ain't doing nothing, baby.
You need to know what you like and don't like.
Exactly. I can tell you exactly what I like, exactly what I don't like. I can tell you, you're not doing this right. Do this, don't do that. Like, Because one thing I'm not finna do is lie. I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not gonna fake nothing. I've had dudes straight up ask me, and Max can attest to this. I straight up said, no, you wasn't doing nothing for me, baby.
Yes,
did I not?
I am a witness.
Did I not tell him that? Max was like, Alicia, you wouldn't have to say that. I said, I'm supposed to lie? He shouldn't have asked. He knew he didn't. And that's why he asked me, because he saw my face. Me not speaking up was me being nice. If you ask me, I'm finna tell you the truth. Get it together. That was shameful. So, yeah, I feel like it's cool or whatever. Not to say, like, if you're, like, I have a friend, she married her high school sweetheart. They doing their big one, cute little family. If that's you, that's great. Most people, that's not them. So, I don't like the and I've also been in a situation, and she checked me on this, which I think is hilarious because, again, she's been with that one person her whole life. But I was still dealing with somebody who had been treat me like BS. I was young though, of course, in the name of a body. And she's like, who cares? No one's gonna know that but you. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, so stop rewarding him.
Period.
And I was just like, you know what? You right. And I ain't never worried about it again. She literally had to check me, and she is someone who doesn't even, you know what I'm saying? She literally just has the one, but she even understood that was stupid. And it woke me up. So shout out to you. Love you, girl. Because it really had to kind of check me. Like, I'm not gonna keep messing with this nigga just for that. Like, anyway. But I also, I make sure what needs to get done gets done. Regardless, I don't be knowing nobody longer than I need to in the name of anything. Money, in the name of, sex, none of that. Because somebody else will handle it. Trust and believe. And that's really it. Whole phases are encouraged. Body counts are stupid. Only thing you should be asking is when the last time you got STD tested. And can we pull up them results? Yeah. That's the only thing we need to be checking for. Because y'all be asking the wrong questions. All right?
Period.
Is it squeaky clean? I need a clean peen, baby. That's it. Thank you. So I guess we'll go ahead and talk about our next topic, which was Chloe Bailey's debut album called In Pieces. Go ahead and say how you felt about the album, friend. We'll just give our overall thoughts. we both picked our top 3 like favorite songs. So we'll just give our overall thoughts at first, and then we can kind of go into our faves.
Okay, so what I thought about the album, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, when it first came out, I forgot it dropped, so I honestly listened to it late. But what made me listen to it is I watched this YouTube video and they were just talking about the album, so I'm like, let me get my own take on it. So I listened to it, and the first listen, it was some catchy songs and stuff that I thought like, oh, okay, I like this. And like as I was like listening to it like throughout, I'm like, Chlöe is really talented. Like she is very out of this world to me with her music and how she does everything. She's just very nitpick. Like it was very good to me for it to be her first debut.
Right.
Now, some of the songs I feel like could have been longer. Like I like Falling for You. It's just like an intro, and I wanted that to be a full song. But I feel like the hate that she gets, I don't understand it because she really makes good music. Do I feel like I feel like she could have probably went another direction than a heartbreak album. Maybe that's what people wasn't really feeling, but I enjoyed it. Would I have wanted maybe some extra songs that she has not released yet on the album? Yes.
Right.
But overall, I can honestly say I enjoyed it. She has been getting some streams for me because I'm not even gonna lie, I've been listening to it in my car on the way to work, walking into work in my headphones, listening to it when I'm in the shower. I will play an album out. If I like it, I'm gonna play it out. So I really enjoyed it.
Girl.
I
she
enjoyed
loves
it.
Listening to music.
What is your take on it?
It was cool. I mean, I okay, transparency, I only listened to it all the way through once. And, for real, to really get like a good...
Just for the podcast, y'all. Yeah. Just for the podcast.
I'm not a new music person. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless it's someone I love down, I'm not just going to, let me go listen to their album. Like, when I hear it, I hear it. But that's that AD&D in me. I like repetition. I like the same shit. I will listen to the same songs over and over again. I haven't stopped listening to SZA's album yet. It's still on repeat heavy.
I know you have not. I know you haven't.
It's still on repeat heavy. So, introducing new stuff into the routine ain't in the cards yet, but I did listen to it at least once, and I will give it a second listen later on to get my real opinion. But at first listen, like my first reactions to it was not what I was expecting. Like you said, it being a heartbreak album, because her first singles that came out, that was not the vibe. And I love those, Have Mercy and Treat Me and Surprise, all that types of vibes. That's really where I'm at in my life. I haven't been heartbroken in Lord knows how long. So, I'm not there. The album wasn't really for me. I'm not there. But I think, I did have some bops. I did enjoy it. Like Max said, and we were talking about this earlier, some of the, short songs I wished were longer. I felt that same way about SZA as well. But she, her arrangements, her vocal ability, it's all there. She really is giving the girls a run for their money. You hating ass bitches, y'all just some hating ass bitches. That's really all it is. I think because I guess she originally had a different album planned, but then decided that this is more of where she was at in life, which is why she came out with the Heartbreak album. So it has it's a heartbreak album, but it still has city girl vibes, the lyrics, if that makes sense.
Right,
so
right.
It's not just Mary J. Blige, I'm going down, I would have stopped breathing if you told me to. It's not giving that.
It's giving more of a more vocally Janae Aiko.
Right.
Janae sings songs, but Janae is very city girl in the lyrics.
Right. That's very much what it's giving. So it's not something I wouldn't continue listening to. I would still listen to it even though I'm not in that vibe, just in that space, because it has those more, city girl, hot girl, whatever you want to call it, lyrics to it. So I'm fucking with it in that aspect. I think as she continues to grow, she'll make more music, and it'll just, I think she's still trying to kind of find her like sound and her like core demographic and stuff. Once she really hammers in on what that is, I'm expecting nothing but greatness. I did enjoy the project though. I think it is pretty good. I'll first listen. So, with that being said, I'll go ahead and name my top 3 faves. Again, I only listen to these once, but from the ones that I liked, the first one is Feel Me Cry, which wasn't even so much heartbreak as it was a sex song, but either way, I was feeling it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, I liked that one. Next one, and this is, I'm gonna be honest, this is more for the fact that Future's on it, and I love when Future sings. Cheap Back.
They get them on that song.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy when Future does his singing shit. So like that's really why I picked that one. And then the last one is the one with Missy, Told Ya. I really like that one.
Told Ya is, yes, I love that
Something
song.
about it gives Beyonce vibes too. I couldn't put my finger on it.
Right, like she be rapping. I don't know what like it is, but Chlöe it was Chlöe good. Definitely gives like mini Beyonce, it was giving Beyonce and I'm That Girl, like how she'll just start rapping and then going in this whole ballad. Like, Beyonce, what, girl?
That's part of the hate she be getting. People didn't like that. But Beyonce is her mentor, and they've known each other since she was a legit child. So, obviously. But anyway, so that's my 3. What about you, friend?
So it's interesting your number. Okay. So I'm gonna go through my top 3 and then we'll just go from there. So my first one was is Worried. I play that song out.
I liked Worried. I did like it.
It's just like very like, I don't know. I just love it. Like she did her, like it just giving that bounce. That's what I feel like what her album was gonna be before the heartbreak.
Right.
You know, just by those songs.
Worried would have been a good single.
It would have. It really would have. Child, that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's something that the singles for this album are kind of strange. That's part of the problem.
Right.
But anyway.
Yes. Okay, so my second one is actually Feel Me Cry.
Ooh.
I love that song. That's why I was like, oh, look at how I got that as her number 1. So I really like Feel Me Cry. It's just very like, first off, I love. I have a more favorite songs on her album than 3, like what's actually hearted on my playlist. But I just love the way like she has a song on there with Chris Brown, and at the end of it, like it leads into Feel Me Cry, and it just blends so perfect. Like I just love the whole song. Mm-hmm. So I had to put that on there. And then my third one, I was kind of contemplating like did I want to put, because I was thinking, I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about Told Ya, but then Body Do is just that. Like, Body Do should have been a single.
It should. Well, it has a video, but it wasn't like an official single.
She got a video for it?
It's like they called it a visualizer, but it's kind of. You can look at it. It's like
I gotta look at her videos.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
I did watch the videos.
I gotta watch them. But Body Do, I really enjoyed that song. I really enjoyed her song In Pieces as well. Like her singing on that just made me think of like a Beyonce Sandcastles. Like it was just so beautiful. I just love the song. It was a really good song, In Pieces. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people don't really care for Pray It Away, but fuck nigga.
Yeah,
listen,
once I watched the video for it, I liked it more.
Yeah, it grew on me. I will say that it grew on me.
And my three weren't in any particular order. Those were just 3. I didn't have them in like a favorite, like 1 through 3 favorite list or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's an overall good project, good for a first album, and I am excited to see what more she does.
Period.
So for our last topic, we are going to go ahead and talk about bedroom turnoffs. For this one, I guess we can go like top shot for shot. For me, again, they're not in any particular order. It's just 3 things I don't like. I had to really think about it because I feel like I haven't had issues recently. So
yeah, I had to think about it. I had to go back. Like, what did I like? What you did?
All right. I guess I'll go first. The first thing I don't like my toes being sucked. I don't like it.
What?
No, it almost tickles, and I don't like being tickled. I'm not really ticklish, but I don't think it's sexy. I think it's odd. Like, nigga, what are you doing? Like, that's what I do. I'm like,
the only thing I will say about that, it has to be in the spirit of the moment. Like, we just gotta be so in the mood. You just do it. It can't be a nightly thing. Every time we do it, no. But trust me, I didn't have my toes sucked before, and in the moment, it felt good.
I'm not here for it. I don't know. And I feel like I've had attempts for it often. I have cute feet. I'm sorry, but it's just a no for me. I'm sorry. I'm not like, stop. Y'all are weird. Y'all foot fetish niggas, stop hitting me up. Anyway, I'll tell you about that later. But yeah, no. Yeah. So that's my first one. What about you, friend?
So my first one, and yeah, it's not in no typical order or no specific order, but someone that like you're not doing any, like someone that makes me do everything. I gotta do this. I gotta do, like, you're not, like, you're boring. More so boring. That's more so making me do everything. I feel like that is boring to me, especially if this is our first time. Listen, do not bore me, because if I'm bored, it's just like, what are we doing? I don't even want to do this anymore.
Right.
So, and trust me. So yeah, that's my first one.
I feel that. For me, my second one, and this is hilarious, and I'll tell you who this is later, but sweating. And I'm gonna be honest, sweating when it's not even called for. Like, you're not even doing all that to be moving the way. Like,
okay, what if he's doing all that? What if he is doing all that?
I wouldn't be mad at it. But I still wouldn't like it, but I wouldn't be like, but I genuinely get like irritated, upset, angry, get off of me when you're not even putting in no work. What are these sweats for? And then when it's a lot, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn near about to fall on me. Nah, I'm gonna need you to get up. And this is a person in particular I'm thinking about, knowing what I know now, who's probably on something, but either way, it's just no. Okay. I hate it.
Jesus.
Especially when you're not even doing all that. What is this for? Yeah. So that's me. What's your second one?
My second one is no foreplay. Oh yeah. If you're the type that just wants to jump right into it, I need foreplay. That is what turns me on. To be honest, if I'm already turned, I can literally be turned on to you, like I can be turned on to you, but if you're not giving me like the foreplay energy, I promise you I need more than just the attraction. Yeah. Like, it got to be more than that. You got to be doing something to me for me to go all the way. So if you're not a foreplay type of person, then I'm not your girl.
Not at all. Same. Very much same. It's not even going to get to where you're trying to go. I'm going to stop it right there, homeboy. Because what is this? Period. My last one, and this is hilarious to me, but it has happened, and I can't deal. If you have on distracting music or like movies, something weird and distracting. This one guy, he was only listening to like gospel music for a while, and so Eventually, the playlist switched, and it was legit like a gospel song. And I'm like, stop, like, bro, change the music. He's thinking it's funny and trying to like keep going. I'm like, no, like, we're not gonna continue. Stop playing. We are not listening to no Kirk Franklin Brighter Day right now. Before. We're not listening to no Kirk Franklin, baby. Okay, turn it off. What is wrong with you?
Never one for the book. I've never heard of that.
The person who it is, you're gonna laugh because it makes sense. But like, yeah, what are you even on? So that's it. I get distracted easily anyway, and so I can't focus with this on. Like, nah.
I'm just picturing like somebody in the bed and you hear, you thought I was worth saving.
It just came on like mid-stroke. I'm like, bro, I can't do this. Please get off of me. I want to go to sleep now. I don't want to do this.
That is funny. I gotta know who did that after this.
Yeah.
So my third one is a quick pumper. Like Nunu said in ATL, a quick pumper. What is this with your broke ass? Am I terrible? No, but seriously, I don't know if it's just me. It may be just me, but I feel like females in general have way more better stamina than a man does. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like females can go long periods of time, like with a lot of energy in them, and they can run it back. A man, they're gonna need time and they're tired. Let me tell you something. I've had an experience and I legit thought he was just getting up to the bathroom.
I know who you're talking about.
And no, I was sadly mistaken. That was it. I was like, oh, we're done. That's what this is. Mm-hmm. Listen, honey, like Alicia said earlier, I'm gonna tell you I ain't going for. After that, I said I'll be damned if I go for anything less than what I know I be. No.
Shout out to you, sir.
Shout out to you.
You know who you are. No.
Be who you are.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bro. For me, and I'll tell you, you know who it is. Hairline. For me, for the last one.
I need another hint.
With the weird family.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, not surprised.
I knew you were gonna say that. Literally, we had anyway. I'm not gonna tell that one on here, but that's too much for the pod. But yeah, so very much interesting. Either way, now y'all know what it is. Like shit that's weird that we don't like. So niggas, if y'all do any of that, I would maybe speak to your partner. Ask her what she likes and what she doesn't like. There's nothing wrong with that.
And make that normalize asking what they like, what they don't like.
People doing it. Cookie cutter. Everybody's not the same.
What worked for her ain't gonna work for me.
Right. And I feel like a lot of women are not gonna speak up. So you may have to initiate the conversation. Not everyone is me. So know that. You may have to start that, but I think I think it's good to have that kind of blueprint, just so we know we're on the same page, and make sure that everybody's leaving satisfied. Okay. But that's pretty much it for this week. I want to thank y'all for listening. Anything you want to say to them, friend?
No, just stay messy, be blessed, and don't let these niggas dog walk y'all, okay? That's the moral of the story. Don't let these niggas dog walk you.
Stand up. Stop it. All right, y'all. Thank you.